Hi, I'm going to do a toolbox tour today. I watch these things all the time on YouTube and I love them. I love looking at everybody's stuff. So today I'm going to do a little show and tell and show you what I have. I've been collecting tools for 40 years. I am not a professional. I'm a hobbyist. I work on cars, I work on trucks, I work on bicycles, a lot of small engine stuff, motorcycles, whatever. I like to tinker on things. I'm a software engineer by trade. Like I said, this is just a hobby. So let's start off at the top. We have a lot of different sockets from Snap-on to Bonnie to Mac. I have Husky, I have Craftsman, I have Apex and Williams and all different kinds that I've collected throughout the years. So here we have some Impact, some spark plug sockets. I have the 3/8 drive deep, I got shallow, I got swivel, I got 12 point, I got 6 point, I got Torx, I got all different kinds of sockets here. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/8. Here I have I guess these are Work Pros. I got them on Amazon. Decent tools, affordable, great for the hobbyist. I wouldn't say that they're professional grade, but I like them a lot. Here is my battery tools, motorcycle chain tool. I got measuring devices. I got inspection mirrors, all kinds of stuff. Here we have bicycle tools. I have like cassette tools and specialty. This is a tool to remove a cassette. These are carburetor cleaning files for working on lawnmowers. I'm always taking carburetors apart and they're always all gummed up, and this helps out in that. I also use these plastic toothpicks as well. They're good for cleaning up carburetors. Here's just Allen keys, ones I've collected throughout the years, and I have a couple new sets there in case I don't have what I need. Okay, we have my wrenches. Let's start off. I have Metric Pittsburgh here. I have Craftsman. These are old Cornwells that I've gotten back in the 70s, and I've used them quite often. The original ratcheting wrench. Back here is line tools, Metric Craftsman. I have more Craftsman tools right here. Some Pittsburgh. This whole thing is a Pittsburgh standard. And I got some Mac wrenches there for lines. Drawer number 2 for wrenches. I have Pittsburgh stubbies. I have, a lot of these are old. Like this old Sears. This is the first tool set I ever got when I was a kid. I still have a lot of them. A lot of them are lost, but I keep them around. Some of these old offset wrenches, I always grab these because there's a lot of torque, leverage there. And some of these are from the 60s even. My dad bought them and he gave them to me. We have some Pittsburgh ratcheting wrenches here. I have standard assortment here of Black Hawk, old SKs, some of the Sears that I was talking about. Here is the ignition wrenches, popular back in the 60s and 70s when you had points. Okay, my screwdriver drawer, packed full. I have Milwaukee's, I have Craftsman, I have Huskies for the flat bar end. I bought Williams Phillips head set because I really need good Phillips head screwdrivers. I could get away with cheap flatheads, but I can't. I need good Phillips. I have these Snap-on offsets here. These are Work Pro hook and pick set, small and large, crappy Phillips heads here. I have some Torx. I have this here. This is Amazon Basics. Somebody gave it to me as a Christmas gift. I didn't think it was worthy enough to put in my toolbox, but it got me out of a bind in a tight place, and it sort of like earned its place there. Older screwdrivers, I like to make tools out of them, so I don't like to throw anything away. Several different variations of things I built. I have this hose tool for radiator hose and heater hoses, but sometimes it just doesn't work on smaller things, so I make my own. Okay. Now we're going to go to my pliers drawer. I have a lot of vice grips, as you can see. I do welding, and I like to hold things together prior to zapping it, so I have a whole nother drawer and a whole nother toolbox full of them. Work Pro pliers, I like them a lot. They're good quality. I have this set of lineman's pliers that I got at Harbor Freight, a Quinn. I think I paid like $5, and it's the meatiest set of pliers I ever bought for $5. I can tell you that. Needle nose, I got long extended needle nose. I got hose tools. I have lots of scissors here. I have pruning shears that I use for heater hose and fuel line and stuff. These are a Work Pro snap ring plier set, and pretty much standard plier drawer. Okay, here's my ratchets. We'll start off, I have old ones, new ones, nothing of really high quality. I have these Duratex that I like a lot because they're 100 tooth. I have older Husky ones, which are really not that great. This is my original, from my original tool set. It's an old Cornwell, and I beat the hell out of that for 40 years. I love to work in 1/4 inch because it's light, and I'm always working on small things. Couldn't kill this thing. Still around, still working, but I kind of like prefer this 100 tooth ratchet now. I have some nut drivers, U-joints, got an air ratchet there. I got a 1/4 inch, 3/8, and a 1/2 inch torque wrench. I like the 1/4 inch a lot because I work on lawnmower engines and it's no room to get the big one in there. Okay, puller. This is a Pittsburgh harmonic balancer puller. You can use it on a lot of other things. I pulled steering wheels with that. I got a 2-way puller. I got this Briggs & Stratton custom tool for pulling flywheels off. I got these gear pullers and this whole gear puller set. These 2 bolts I use for taking off old Dodge rear rotors on old pickups. Here is a gear wrench tap and die set. I spent a lot for that because I need good taps and dies. When you get into a bind and you need to like put new threads in something and you got old crappy tap and dies, it's just going to make the problem worse. So I love this. I love the ratcheting handle. Didn't get a chance to use it yet. Here I have 3 chisel and punch sets. One's Bonnie, one's a Pittsburgh, and one is Craftsman. I beat the hell out of them all the time. Okay, here I got 3 temperature guns. I got 2 OBD readers, ohm meter, some pry bars, and hacksaw. More pullers. I use a lot of these for the lawnmowers, pulling pulleys off the bottoms of the engines and stuff. I got 3-way pullers. Got some front end tools here that I also use as pullers. I got slap hammer accessories, front axle pullers, a whole array of pullers. In this drawer, I have, start off with this. This is a caliber kit for rebuilding calibers. Haven't yet to use that. I have a brake line bender and a flare kit. I make my own brake lines, and I got some adjustment tools for brakes. I have a U-joint tool that's brand new. I have some screw extractors. These are Irwin screw extractors. I use them a lot. I have a whole kit here of screw extractors, stud removers, and left-handed drill bits. For me, I work on old stuff all the time, and there's always rusty things that are breaking, and it pulls me out of a lot of binds, having those kind of tools around. Okay, this drawer, I have a lot of old sockets that are either stripped or just poor quality that I use them to hammer on, and I use them for spacers, and they come in handy. I have this rear axle bearing set for a slap hammer. I have tire tools, and these are all small engine tools for Briggs & Stratton engines. Here's another thing to pull flywheel off. Here's a special bolt for a chipper shredder to remove the shredder wheel off the back of the engine. And I got cylinder hones, and I got a Briggs & Stratton valve spring compressor, and stuff I always work with. Okay, down here we have battery charger, grease gun. I got a nice 5-pound slap hammer. Tire irons, a nice tire iron set, and my hammers. Down here, I have a coolant system pressure tester. This is a ball joint in a U-joint service kit. This kit is a brake bleeder, like a vacuum hand pump, and it goes into a canister. Compression tester. And here is an old school timing light when people actually use those things. I haven't used that thing in 30 years. Okay. Come over here. This is a toolbox here that I go out into the field with. And I have an assortment of wrenches, pliers, screwdrivers, blah, blah, blah. To get something going. I have another 1/4-inch socket set there. This whole toolbox here is just full of fasteners, nuts, bolts, clips, things you need. I got the big tool box down here. And here we have my Dremel set. My 12-volt Dremel tool, accessories for that. I have a Harbor Freight $15 12-volt drill that I love. That's $15 I ever spent. Actually, I have 2 of them because I went back and I got another coupon and bought another one. It's a Bosch screw gun. Love that thing. Use it all the time. Have all kinds of accessories for that. This is a micro torch that I use for tight places. Throws off a lot of heat. Let's see, I got all kinds of chargers here. I got a glue gun, gloves. These are my wife's tools. She had to have her own drawer because she can never find what she needs, and I get yelled at all the time. So, here's my other Harbor Freight drill. I have this nice little gadget that makes a drill into an angle drill. I have these extensions here. I have 2 of those. I can drill 3 feet away if I have to. My drill bits. Here's some of my screw gun accessories. I have these nice brushes for cleaning. I have all these wire wheels, which I use all the time. I like to polish things up and clean them up. My drill bits. Okay, here we have 2 nail guns, a sawzall, a polisher, and 2 routers. Here a circular saw, a belt sander, and a finish sander. Here are my C-clamp collection. Have a lot of those. Okay, this is for like cabling and wiring. Do a lot of Cat 5 cable, and I have special tools for all that, crimping tools and so forth, and regular cable TV tools. And here's my air tools that I don't use anymore. Very rarely do I do any kind of job like that. I have these tool carts here full of power tools. I'm not going to go too far into this. And I have several other toolboxes, but it's not going to be today. I hope you enjoyed my tool collection, and let me know what you think.